Right, I have my magic penknife at the ready. It can only be another exciting episode of What's in the Box. I've had two goodies arriving today from Mr. Amazon, and first out of the box is this. Sting's brand new compilation, released today, Duets. I've just bought the CD edition of this. I haven't bothered with the vinyl edition on this occasion. Sting is a big hero of mine, and in the future I might make some videos on his work in a similar way to what I'm doing with Mark Knopfler and Dire Straits. This is Sting's first compilation of duets, and there's some material on here that in some cases is Sting's own material, is his own productions, and there are some tracks on here where Sting was actually the guest, so it's a bit of a mixture of both. So there we are. So just a simple little cardboard case. Not a huge amount of imagination has gone into the cover, if I'm honest. Quite dark, but there's not a lot going on inside it either, to be fair. There's no background photos or anything like that. As I say, Sting is a big hero of mine, and to be totally honest, this duets compilation I've really just bought as a just because it's part of the collection, really, because there's nothing on here that really interests me. There is one new song called September, but we've already heard that because it was released as a single, as a digital single in November last year. And also there are a number of tracks on here which are quite recent, such as Little Something with Melody Gardot, where are we? Rest with Gims, if that's how you pronounce his name, I'm not sure. Mama with Gashi, and these are very sort of contemporary sort of recordings which are not really to my taste. My taste, in fairness, probably a bit old-fashioned. So there's not a huge amount on here of any real interest. However, Sting is working on a new album, on a new original studio album, I believe, which he's aiming to have out by the end of the year. I think he's planning on trying to finish it around the middle of the summer. So that's quite exciting. It's really good to see Sting recording original material again, because there was a time after he released Sacred Love in 2003 when the years were going by without an original studio album, and we were beginning to think, is he ever going to come out with any original material again? And then all of a sudden in 2013 he came out with The Last Ship, and that just seemed to set him on the right track creatively again. And there have been 3 original studio albums since then, and now this one he's working on now. So I'm really looking forward to that, and duets will just sort of keep us going in the meantime, I suppose. So that is Duets. And the second goodie we've received from Mr. Amazon is this, by one of my other massive heroes, Mark Knopfler. This is a half-speed remastered edition of Local Hero, and I was reading recently, just yesterday in fact, a new interview with the engineer who was responsible for remastering this album. I can't find the knife, there it is. That the album had apparently never ever been mastered from its original master tape, because it was stored on an old JVC tape, and it had been placed on that tape from an old 3M master. But it was not practical to master the album from the old 3M tape. So this time they've actually put the effort into to mastering it from that tape and to uprate it, and then to cut it to vinyl at half speed. Now, half speed mastering, for those of you who may not know, is literally cutting a record to vinyl at half speed, and by so doing, what you get is a more detailed version of the recording. More audio detail is cut into the record. I've already got the Police Every Movie Make box set, which includes all of their studio albums, their 5 studio albums, plus a compilation of their B-sides. And they're all cut at half speed, and they sound fantastic. I have to say, this half speed remastering idea is it's very, very effective, and what I've heard of it so far is incredibly impressive. So what we have here, wow, what's this? A half speed mastering certificate. That is a lovely little collectible. I had no idea that was going to be in there. They've also done Brothers in Arms, but because I've already got 4 copies of Brothers in Arms, and I don't really think the 20th anniversary edition SACD can be improved upon, I haven't bothered with it. But I absolutely wanted to get Local Hero because partly because of Wild Theme. Wild Theme is the sort of quiet theme of the movie, which plays at various junctures across the movie, and I think that's just one of the most beautiful instrumental pieces of music ever written. So here we have the record. I love vinyl. I absolutely love vinyl. Just far from just listening to it, I mean, just looking at it, I mean, I think they're just beautiful artifacts. So I'm really, really looking forward to hearing this. There's no question it's going to sound fantastic, half-speed mastered. And I hope we'll get more half-speed masters from Mark. I would love to have vinyl editions of Saint Philadelphia, which was never released on vinyl, and Golden Heart, which, as far as I'm aware, is also not released on vinyl. But yeah, that's a lovely little collectible. I wasn't expecting to see that in there. That's a lovely little addition to the to this package. So that's a nice surprise. That's made me happy this sunny Friday afternoon. And there we have it. Duets and Local Hero.